In this video, we shall be looking at approximation. At the end of this video, you shall be able to 1. Round off to a given decimal places. 2. Round off to significant figures. To round off numbers to decimal place, we start counting from the decimal point to the right, depending on the number of places given. Example: approximate 514.82546 to 1 decimal place. DP means decimal place. 2 decimal places. 3 decimal places. Solution: 1. 513.82546. How do we do this? Say to 1 decimal places, and I said you start counting from the decimal point to your right. So to 1 decimal place now we are considering 8. 8 is the first 1 decimal place. So, and the next number to 8 is 2. So what do we do to 2? We round down because it is between 1 and 4. So we round down to 0. So our answer will be 514.8 to 1 decimal place. Example 2 says 514.82546 to 2 decimal places. So how do we count to our 2 decimal places? We have 1, 2. So our 2 decimal place is stopping at 2. So let's check the next value to 2 to the right is 5. So what do? We round up. Rounding up, 5 we round up to 1 and we add it to our 2. So our answer will be 514.83 to 2 decimal places. The third one says we should do to 3 decimal places. So how do we do this? So let's count our decimal place from the decimal point. I have 1, 2, 3. So 3 to decimal place, the third decimal place is 5. Can you see that? Okay, and our next value to it is 4. So we round 4 down, which will give 0, and our answer will be 514.825 to 3 decimal places. Also, let's look at rounding to significant figures. To round off to a given significant figure, we start our counting from the right hand side with a non-zero digit. Do you get that? So example, here we are told to do to significant figure, not to decimal place. So we start our counting here from the right without considering the decimal point. We start from the first figure from the left to the right. So number 1 now, we have 382.82. So our first, so we are counting to 3 significant figures. So we have the first significant figure, we have 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? So 2 is our last significant figure, which is the third significant figure we are considering. So the next digit to it is what? 8. So we are rounding up 8 to 1 and add to 2, which will give us 383 to 3 significant figure. Also, number 2 says we should round off 0.035 to 2 significant figure. Here we said we start our counting from the right hand side with a non-zero digit. So here we won't consider the zeros because they are not to be considered. So we start our consideration from 3. So counting 2 significant figure now, because 0 are not significant, they are insignificant figures. So our significant figure starts from 3. So to count out to 2 significant figure now, I start from 3. So I have 1, 2. So my 5 is the second significant figure. So Rounding this up now, the next digit to it is 2. So we round it down. So our answer will now be 0.035. Then the third one says 432091 to 4 significant figure. So let's start our counting. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? Our fourth significant figure is 0, and the next digit to it is what? 9. So we round it up to 1. So we add it to 0, which will give us 1. So we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 2. 4 significant figure.